Hello everybody! Yay! Welcome to Bravo 22's Festival of Discovery, and we're doing our first ever stand-up comedy night. I can hear your excitement through the screen. It's amazing. Tonight we have 9 Bravo 22 members performing for you, a mix of stand-up comedy, of character, of sketch. So we've got something for everyone. So don't worry, you guys are in very, very safe hands. And the theme of this whole show is discovery. So our comedians will be discovering all kinds of things, from meeting the Queen to brain surgery. So something for everyone, I think you'll agree. I've discovered a lot during this process working with these guys. I've mainly discovered how funny everybody is, and it's annoying, and I hope they don't pursue it as a career. Otherwise, I won't have a job. So you guys are in for a really, really, really funny night. It is a virtual gig, obviously. You know that because you're on a computer, which means we can't really hear your laughter that you're obviously going to give us, and your clapping and your support. So you have to do it at home, but you have to do it so loudly that we can hear it from your living room into our living rooms. I want it to be so loud and over the top that your neighbours start to worry about you. So please do that and give us all that love. We'll be able to feel it, I'm sure. You can also put comments as we are doing this into the live chat. So pop some nice comments in there, not mean ones. Keep it all supportive and fun. This isn't a Twitter debate. We're all just here to have a fun time, but it'd be nice to hear your thoughts as we're going on, because this is happening live. I'm Lily Phillips, probably should have said that earlier. I am a comedian, and I'll be emceeing this whole evening for you guys. So I'll be introducing all of our acts and maybe trying to tell some jokes in between that I hope you'll enjoy. It's so sad that I can't actually talk to you. I would, in a normal comedy night, speak to the front row and be like, oh, what do you do for a living? How are you? Da, da, da. So you guys at home will just have to imagine that we did do that funny chat, and just remember that I was really good at it. I was really quick and sharp and very lovable. So as long as we've all got that correct memory from the crowd work that I would have done. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy to be doing this and doing comedy again. It's just been such a difficult year, being locked up, not seeing anyone, and now things are starting to open up a little bit. And it's great, but it does sometimes have its drawbacks. Like, we can see family again. Like, I saw my niece the other day. We had a nice time. We were just playing, and then I bent over and she looked down my top and she said to me, "Why do you wear a bra if you don't have any boobies?" So I told her she was adopted. It's nice. Family time is important. I've really missed that. Anyway, that's enough from me. I'm going to stop talking for a bit. It's time to hear from our Bravo 22 members and all of their comedy stuff that they're going to show you. One thing I do want to warn you about is that there is swearing from start to finish, but that's like every good comedy night. It wouldn't be good without it. So just so that you know, maybe move some kids out of the room immediately, and any young dogs. So let's start the show. Opening our show tonight is the amazing Sarah Howarth. Love her. And she's going to be talking to you about our beloved NHS. So over to you, Sarah. Woo!
Hi, everybody. So one of the things that I have discovered about the NHS is that it tries to kill you while it tries to cure you. For those of you that haven't met me, I have a brain injury caused by a ruptured aneurysm. Hence the trouble I have with mixing my worms up. Don't laugh. While they were fixing me for this one, they discovered another nasty, interesting thing that shouldn't in my brain. This has caused an AVM, androvenous valve. I'll just Google it. Anyway, unfortunately or fortunately, my neurosurgeon decided that this needed investigated before he could make the decision about he could operate on it or not. If he couldn't, the only option left was gamma knife surgery. What the fuck? The only way to investigate this would be by an angiogram. As usual, before they could do this, I had to sign my life away. Did you know that an angiogram could cause a stroke, a heart attack, internal bleeding? Yay, bring it on. So I arrived at the hospital ready for this procedure. And after spending an hour fighting with the pressure stockings and putting the gown on so I didn't show everybody my arse, I was led in and I was asked to lie down. Now, this is all about my brain, yeah? So why were they messing about next to my lady bits? I felt them moving my gown close to my naked nunny. Turns out they needed to cut my femoral artery to insert a flexible catheter and a long guide wire. Now, I don't know if you know much about the femoral artery in your groin, but if you Google it, and it tells you that you are likely to die in minutes if it is cut. Nice. So here I am in hospital and they are slicing it and shoving something in it. Anywho, back to the wire and the catheter. This is then passed all the way from next to my muff, through up my arteries, up through my heart and into my brain. Dye is inserted, pictures are taken, making your eyes go funny and making you feel a bit sick. The good news is the whole thing was over in about 45 minutes, or so I thought. The wire and the catheter was removed. Yay! All they had to do was repair the cut. Now, you would have thought with modern medicine, this would be fairly easy. I don't know, maybe they could laser it or something. But no, I was wrong. What they do in the hospital I was in is to call the biggest male nurse they can find and ask him to put all his weight via his hands right next to my foo-foo for 20 minutes until the risk of the artery bleeding was gone. And then all I had to do was stay lying down for 4 hours without moving. Good job I didn't need a wee. Now, I couldn't wait to get out of that hospital when they finally let me leave. So what were the results of the angiogram? I'm afraid it's gamma knife surgery for me. And if that goes wrong, I will end up looking like this.
Woo! Give it up for Sarah! What a strong opening to tonight's show. I love it. Oh my God, she's had so many words for vagina in there. I loved it. Right. Are you ready for your next act? I'm going to take the silence as a yes. And I'm going to take all your silences as yes, you're hilarious. So second to perform, we have the amazing Alan Grant, who's going to give you 2 pieces, looking at life from the beginning and the end. So give it up for Alan Grant. Woo!
This story is absolutely true and involves discovering birth. In the early 1990s, my son was part of the team setting up the Child Support Agency. You may remember it, Errant Fathers and Money. And his job was communications and PR. And as part of that, he read the notes of interviews between CSA staff and women seeking maintenance from errant fathers and partners, etc. He was looking for examples which could be used to promote the value of the Child Support Agency and encourage others to use it. And he opened a case file and read the interview conducted by the CSA staff member. Now, in respect to your claim, what is the name of the person you say is the father of your child? Don't know. I'm sorry, I don't understand. If you don't know his name, what can you tell us about him? What did he look like in terms of hair, colour, eyes, distinguishing mark, tattoos, etc.? Don't know. What do you mean you don't know? You had sex and a child's been born. He kept his crash helmet on. I'm going to go on a discovery into the problems of aging. And I've titled this The Veteran's Lament. And this is about aging. It will apply to all of you, I promise. I know I'm getting older now. Some bits are just not working. Eyes that spotted barrack dust, ears that heard squaddies curse. Now need glasses, hearing aids or worse. Knees that ran marathons now bend with cortisone. Steroid enhanced lungs, blue puffer tubes for me. I know I'm getting older now, I don't need to look in mirrors. I start having trembly hands, keep spilling cups of tea. Skin saggy, eyes baggy, hair left long ago. Stairs no longer bounding places, instead a crimson glow of breathlessness and heaving chest. I know I'm getting older now. Why can't I just say no? They call me sir in shops. Seats offered on a bus. Tell us the staff I'll pack myself and say, don't make a fuss. Whilst wondering if I lift it now, does it mean another truss? I'm getting older now. My kids are middle-aged. Already bought a funeral plan and final resting place. And working on the eulogies, my life was some disgrace. If only half remembered to be shame upon my face. Still thinking on the music. Will this one do? The trick? He's now known as Sir Richard. It's still a total dick. I'm not getting older now. I'm missing out on chances like tablets blue that start with V and enhance my sexy glances. Should have read the leaflet first, but listened to a chum who set me off half rotten. Up at my bum, French style. I'm not getting older now. Forget to cream my feet. Can't reach them. Need help with socks, wear Velcro shoes, and carefully choose my seat. My brain is still intact though, and mostly near complete. I found a funny stain last week upon my bedroom sheet, so washed it very carefully. Do I need to be discreet? My gravy runs much faster now, so eat with bib and tray. Meals are also changing with less teeth on display. I'm not getting older now. Days start with wins and farts. Some are planned, some are free, some are neither. Was that me? Can't even tie my shoes up now, even with bended knee. I'm not getting older now. Right knee has gone to heaven. I expect it's waiting for the rest of me. How long? Try so. Then wonder if it's really best to lose the mind and sod the rest. Knowing now, caring less. Hang on a moment. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, Alan, love it. Great tips on getting older. Something for everyone to look forward to. Not for me though, because I'm very young, and I'll never age. I've just seen in the comments someone said that's sick, Lily. So I'm really glad you're enjoying it. Keep those comments coming. Alan mentioned having children. Luckily, I don't have children. You'll be glad to know. But I was close. My boyfriend annoyed me so much over lockdown. I was this close to having a baby, just to have someone else to talk to. Again, he's hearing all of this in the other room, so I hope he's with me at the end of this gig. We'll see. Maybe he's packing his bags. I think we have problems because we're both very selfish. Like, I'm a comedian and he's an actor. So our relationship is based on both of us waiting for the other one to finish talking so we can talk about ourselves again. And that's difficult. I don't know if you guys heard that, but a comedian and actor, what a couple of stupid jobs. Neither of them are real jobs. First to admit, comedian, not a real job. Having a lovely time with you guys. But actors, they love to pretend acting's a real job. They're like, oh my God, it's so hard. It's so difficult. It's such a burden telling stories. It's not a real job. If it was a real job, they wouldn't let kids do it. You know, you don't get 8-year-old plumbers that showed potential at a young age. It's stupid. Anyway, that's enough about my love life. Next up, we've got some thoughts from the female perspective, from the older female perspective. So we like to give you a yin and yang of everything. We've got a character act coming up called Pearl de Necklace. So you guys are in for such a treat. Take it away, Pearl. Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and give a warm welcome for the hostess with the mostess. Here she is, Pearl the Necklace. Yes, dear, thank you for that. No, we're not talking the current affairs. God, it's been years since I've had one of them. You're rude. Hello, my lovelies, and welcome to Talk Time with moi, Pearl the Necklace. Got a little ditty for you. A little poem that I wrote, and the only one that could pull this poem off as me is me and the late Queen Mum herself, because we was good at keeping house. Right, here's a poem for you. I have a story that I may tell, and if I have to, I will yell. It all started a long time back in a large garden and a little shack, and by the shack there was a bush, you say, yes, a bush, a prickly bush, a gooseberry bush. And then one dark stormy night, the darkest of darks, say you might, a tired and weary stork flew by, dropped a bundle out of the sky. The bundle fell down, 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 with a thud hitting the ground. With a whimper, with a cry, the bundle screamed, why? The gooseberry bush spoke. It picked up the bundle and gave it a stroke. My child, let me see, a magical child you will be. And now you know the story of Stevie D, and the man you know, and how he came to be. Thank you, my lovelies. I have been Pearl the Necklace. Good night.
Woo! Yes, Pearl! That was amazing. See, we've just got everything for you guys. You're just having such a wonderful time. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am in my own house. Keep all that laughing going, even though we can't hear you, because we do know if you're not laughing. So just keep laughing and enjoying yourselves, even though this is virtual. That was so nice, Pearl. I loved it. Reminds me of my sweet grandma, who's not with us anymore. She was a lovely, lovely woman. She had really great sayings. Like she used to say, that fringe makes your face look really fat, and like, why don't you have a boyfriend and get a real job? You know, just like sweet grandma stuff. I really miss her. Nat. So we're gonna do something different now. We've got a sketch with 3 Bravo 22 members who've written, and they're going to perform it to you live tonight. And it's an amazing sketch, and it's called Friends Without Benefits. So it's pretty cheeky. And you guys are going to love it. It's going to be performed by Debs, Ian, and Sugar-Free Steve. And it's called Friends Without Benefits. Take it away, lads.
Come in. Good morning. Welcome to the Department of Work and Pensions.
Oh, good morning. I have an appointment with Miss Welsh at 10 o'clock.
What is your name?
Jason.
I have no name Jason on my list for today.
Oh, sorry, my man. My name is Bond, Dr. Jason Bond. I'm here for an interview with Miss Welsh, my new work coach. It's at 10 o'clock, I believe. Here, I have this letter.
Okay, Mr. Bond, thank you. Your work coach, Miss Welch, is currently in isolation. You will see somebody else today. Please move through the radiator channel and wait until sterilized. Thank you very much. Now, please be completing a COVID questionnaire. I will bring you your number.
Excuse me, it's Ivan, right? Your badge, it says Ivan. Have we met before? You look remarkably familiar. Or have you ever attended my GUM clinic in Chelsea?
No, I don't think so. My gums are fine. I'm fit as fiddle. Now, here we go. This is your number, Mr. Bond. 007. I make little joke for us. You like this, Mr. Bond?
Yeah, hilarious. However, it's Dr. Bond, if you don't mind. I studied very hard not to be confused with Sean Bloody Connery. Here is my questionnaire. May I go now, please?
Yes, but first you must put on mask.
Sorry, I don't wear a mask. I'm exempt. I'm a GP, don't you know?
Not anymore. You're unemployed. Now, put on the mask.
101, please. Number 007 to room 101, please.
Come.
Hello, it's nice to meet you. Oh my God, it's Melanie. What are you doing here? Wow, would you believe it? I've been thinking about you a lot lately.
Jesus Christ, look what the cat dragged in. I thought I could smell something.
Melanie, it's good to see you. How are you? You look great. Do you fancy going for a drink after this and maybe have a catch up?
Cut the crap, Jason, and just take a bloody seat, will you, please?
I take it that's a no then. Melanie, I've just come here for a job interview. Please don't make this any harder than it has to be.
Don't make this any bloody harder. Are you serious? After sleeping with my sister and then our flipping cousin, that wasn't enough entertainment for you, so you decided to introduce little Jason to your cousin. I just thank God that my mum and gran have passed on. That would have been, because they would have been at risk as well. Trust me, if I had my own way, Jason, you'd be below decks with a string to a bloody oar, you bastard.
Jesus, Melanie, calm down. I'm sensing a bit of friction.
Friction? Well, I see you haven't lost your perception as well.
Please, Melanie. I know at the minute you can't forgive me, but I never stopped loving you, and I vowed to myself if I ever saw you again, I would beg you for another chance. Melanie, please let me explain. It wasn't all my fault.
Not your fault? Not your bloody fault? Oh, so I'm so sorry. It must have been your knob that made all them mistakes. You tosser.
I know I made all those mistakes, but I've changed.
Yeah, sure you changed into a grade 1 prick.
A bit harsh, but I have changed. Look, I've just lost my job as a GP because of COVID. First I caught the bloody thing. Then when I tried to get back to work, I'd been replaced by the NHS 111 self-referral hotline. Now the NHS bloody struck me off. Services no longer required. And now I've been summoned here by you lot to justify my existence and to find alternative employment.
Please don't tell me you're looking for sympathy, Jason, because if you are, you will find it in the dictionary between shit and syphilis. Now take a bloody seat. I'll try to find you a job befitting your experience and abilities.
Okay, I would be grateful, but please be gentle with me. You know how delicate I am, my love.
Jesus, Jason, just let it go. Look, we have some choice jobs here. How about perspex salesman? Prospects in perspex are great these days. But then again, everybody will see straight through you. Or an alcohol gel replenishment engineer, own car required, which I know you have because you got the BMW in the divorce. BMW. Bastard married womanizer car. Here's an even better job for you. How about mask fitter? Maybe not. You wouldn't be able to demonstrate how they work because there isn't enough masks in the world for all your faces. And now, this one is ideal for you as you've been a public servant. How about serving the public foot-long subs at Subway? You could feed your fat, ugly face all day long.
Okay, Melanie, you've had your fun. Now, is there any real work?
Real work? What would you know about real work? The last job I offered you was real, serving foot-long subs at Subway.
Foot-long subs. I remember when I used to live on them when I was at uni.
Sir, do you want the job or not? It's an immediate start.
Look, can we just forget the job hunting and maybe give us another go? We can't just give up on 17 years of marriage. You made mistakes as well, you know.
Don't you dare blame me. The only mistake I made was marrying a lying, cheating git. I've had enough of this. Get out, Jason. But before you go, I'd like you to meet someone. Ivan the bear. Hello, is that security? Please send Ivan to room 101. Thank you.
You're being ridiculous now. What's he going to do? Hug me?
Come in.
You called for me, my love?
Yes, my darling Ivan. This man has been using foul language. Please escort him from the premises.
I haven't used any foul language at all. You're the one with the potty mouth. Hold on. Darling.
You heard right. This is my new man, Ivan the bear.
So, Mr. Bond, we meet again. I make another little joke. You like that?
You're good at jokes, aren't you, Ivan? Like the really big joke of being Ivan the bear.
What do you mean I am joke? I am Ivan the bear from Minsk. Be careful, little man, or I will crush you.
I don't believe this. You're not Ivan the bloody bear. I knew I'd recognise you. Melanie, let me introduce you to an old friend of mine. This is Davy McCarthy. Davy used to serve me footlong subs back in my uni days, and he was fond of a few tall tales back then, if I remember. He was very popular with the ladies, weren't you, Davy? It wasn't just the subs that were a foot long.
Ivan, what's he talking about?
You are crazy person. It's time to leave now, Mr. Bond.
Oh, I don't think so, Davy.
Why do you call me Davy? Who is this Davy? I am Ivan the bear from Russia.
You big knob. You're not a Russian. You're not a bear. In fact, the last time I saw you, you were working as a stripper. Footlong Freddy, wasn't it? The last time we met was just a few weeks ago. Don't you remember? I told you over a few drinks I still loved my ex. You were letting it all hang out down at the Dominican club. This, Melanie, is Footlong Freddy. And this, Freddy, is my ex-wife, Melanie.
I am not the footlong Freddy. I am Ivan the bear from... Your ex-wife? What do you mean your ex-wife? She cannot be your ex-wife. She is my woman. I am not accepting another man's ex. This is not the Russian way. Melanie, you told me you were pure and clean until I had you. Now I find another man has had you. Melanie, this is the end of us. The bear will sleep alone tonight.
You sound like having the meerkat. Bloody drama queen. Come on, Davey, own up. You're about as Russian as Donald Duck. And I can prove it. Take a look at this, Melanie. I filmed this at the Dominican Club a few weeks ago.
Ivan, where is this? Why are you dancing naked in a Dominican club with my sister?
I'm sorry if you think I dance with your sister. She is a looker, though. Anyway, that is not me.
Well, really? That's your bleeding ass. And I know that tattoo anywhere.
Oh, shit. I'm really sorry, Melanie. I never meant it to go this far. But the longer I lagged, the more difficult it was to stop. And I'm really sorry to you too, mate. I didn't mean to cock block you.
It's all right, mate. You weren't to know.
Yeah, fair enough. You weren't to... You cheeky bastards! You're cock blocking no one. In fact, the only one cock blocking from now on is me. You right pair of gits. Jason, us getting back together? Don't hold your breath. And you can enjoy your many salubrious sexual activities with my blessing this time. As for whoever you three are, Ivan, you're dumped. Davy, you're sacked. And as for Footlong Freddy, don't make me bloody laugh. Right. Now I have the perfect job placement for all of you. Enjoy.
This ain't so bad. The CR, And the sound of the goals.
God's sake, shut up and keep rowing, you big lug.
What a hilarious sketch. Friends without benefits. So you see what I mean about the swearing that I warned you about at the beginning? I was mainly talking about that sketch. It's like an X-rated Radio 4 play, wasn't it? Amazing work, guys. Amazing. God, so good this night. So good. We're just getting through it all. They were talking about jobs in that sketch. And as a comedian, I've obviously had loads of different jobs. I used to do this job where I had to dress up as a mermaid and sit in the shop front window of a posh fish restaurant in Liverpool Street. Yeah, my dad was really proud. I was dressed entirely like a mermaid. I'd sit in a shell chair and blow bubbles all day. It was really difficult, actually. And one day I was there. It was like Liverpool Street. So there's all these people wearing office clothes in the middle of the day, going past in their lunch hour. And this one guy sees me, stops, walks up to the window where I am, and licks the glass. Obviously, this is pre-COVID pandemic. Like, he was a perv, but he didn't have a death wish. I just want to be clear about that. That bit always splits the room, actually, between people that think that's
if you've got your screen on
to do. So a little interference there from someone. A bit of heckling. Oh my God, heckling on a virtual gig. I love it. I love it. There are people out there. There are people out there. On that note, please put stuff in the chat, in the live chat, because it's gone a bit quiet, and we really like to hear your thoughts, because it really adds to the night, and so that we actually know that there are people still there. It's really important for us that we don't feel alone. Are you guys ready for another act? Yeah. Up next is the powerhouse that is Lorna Hunter. She's absolutely incredible. A stand-up in the making. So give it up for Lorna.
Good evening, folks. How are we all doing? My name's Lorna, and yes, I am Scottish. I will talk quickly, but you're all intelligent people, and I'm sure you'll follow me. Fingers crossed. And tonight I actually want to talk about intelligent people, or more the, shall we say, nonsensical things that they do. I daren't use the word stupid, because there's probably an ism for that these days, and I don't want to be dragged outside and be told I offended someone. So nonsensical is the word we are using. For instance, take a friend of mine, very intelligent, well-educated person, goes away for the weekend with her husband and a group of friends. Obviously meet up, you know, good night on the Friday night, great stuff, right? Saturday morning, let's go blow the cobwebs away, walk on the beach. So down they go, onto the beach, not a beach they've been on before. Walking along, enjoying the sunshine and a bit of wind in their face. Realise, I don't know, can we get off the beach here? Do we walk along a bit? Don't know. And we'll ask someone. So they ask a local. How do we get off the beach? Do we have to go back? Or can we keep going? No, just keep going. You'll find a tunnel on the right. That'll take you back to the main road. Great, thanks very much. So off they walk. Walk along. Oh, tunnel, right, here we go. So, tunnel on the right, up they go. Bit dark, but aren't all tunnels? Bit smelly, yeah, all tunnels. So they wander up and they think, no, it's getting darker and darker. But they keep going and they're up about 20 feet. When they turn towards where they think each other are, they go, no, we don't like this. Will we try it again? Go a bit further. No, definitely don't like this. Too much stains. So, about turn, and they come back out onto the beach from a sewer pipe. A sewer pipe. Surely, before they got 20 feet, they would realise something was really wrong. But that's not the funny thing. What gets me is the absolutely bemused look of the morning walkers, the morning joggers, the dog walkers, as this couple come out the sewer pipe and wander hand in hand nonchalantly across the sand, down to the water to paddle with their shoes on. Sure as fate, there's a tunnel, bright, short, can see through it, further up, but no. Anyway, and another day, her kids visit. She's in the kitchen, her kids visit, and she gets a delivery, huge box. The kids are like, what is that? Oh, it's a chair I've ordered for the garden. We'll get it built later. The kids are like, oh, we'll do it now. Let's do it. So they go to the bottom of the garden, get it all out the box, start building it. And once they've finished, of course, they're left with all the cellophane and this spanner. The spanner. See these stupid little spanners you get me that are worth nothing and do nothing. Anyway, right, yeah. So they're left with that and all the cellophane, and they're looking at the wheelie bins. Every council's different about what goes in what. So they shout to their mum, "What's your normal waist?" And the reply from the kitchens is 36 inches. Will I get in the chair? And she wonders why her kids are falling about in the garden. Anyway, had to be explained to her, but there you go. And finally, right, she's travelling with a colleague all around the country. They're going to various branches of their company, doing computer work and you know, integrating them, blah, 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 whatever. Anyway, they're writing programs. So anyway, so they're travelling all about, they're working long hours, they're working late into the night to get this done. Another day, another hotel, they arrive at about 7 o'clock in the evening. She's exhausted. They're checking in, signing in. And the receptionist says, if you take the lift to the first floor, at the end of the corridor, second floor, your rooms are on the second floor. And she seriously looks at the receptionist and says, does your lift go sideways? So, intelligent people in the nonsensical things, they think they do. And I have to admit, I'm going to include myself in this, because this laptop that I'm recording this on, I have been complaining about for a while. It's slow, it's just not right. Need a new one. So I bought a new one. And it's actually holding this laptop up. It's still in the box because I got it in one of those creation accounts or something like that. So I can't use it till I've paid for it. Really? Get it out of the box. Use it. So people, beware. You're intelligent. Don't do anything silly, because people like me will dine out in the stories for long, you know, years to come. Okay, have a good evening. Good night. Thank you.
Give it up for Lorna. Yes, that was so great, Lorna. Well done. I know what she means about stupid moments. I mean, we've all had them. I've had them a few times during this show, but many more in my life so far. I had to do a gig once at Oxford University. Don't want to brag, but it was like they do these debate things where different houses have to debate an argument, and sometimes they invite comedians, and I got invited to do one, and I felt completely out of place because I've not even been to university at all, let alone Oxford University, and I knew I was out of place. I had it confirmed when I arrived at Oxford University, and someone asked me if I was proposition or opposition, and I said, no, I'm Lily. So it's amazing they actually even let me do the gig, but that was nice of them. It's kind of like charity work, I think. Guys, we've only got 2 more acts. 2 more acts to go, and then we're finished. I know, it's gone so quickly. 2 more incredible acts, and then the night is over. But remember, people can watch it after tonight on the YouTube channel, so please encourage them to do that. So I think I'm just going to introduce our next one on. It's Roy Palmer, who's going to tell you about when he met the Queen, who I'm sure is watching from Buckingham Palace with her little corgis. So make her proud, Roy. Over to you.
I couldn't believe it. I had been chosen from over 560 men due to my sporting achievements to go to a garden party and meet the Queen. What an honour. But before going there, we had 3 weeks of rehearsals. Every day I went to rehearsals to practice my 5 words. How do you do, ma'am? And take the hand and gently squeeze it, shake it a couple of times until the Queen withdrew her hand. So I'd done that for 3 weeks. Then we went off to Sennelager, which is a town in Germany. My wife and I, Tricia. I was to wear my best uniform and best boots. Best boots that looked like glass before I put them on. I polished and polished and polished the boots till they were like glass. In the army, that's called bulling. The number 2 uniform that I was to wear had had so much starch put into it that the arms and the legs, they didn't bend when I put them on. I stood there like a wooden top, as stiff as can be. So we attended this garden party, my wife at my side. She had been ordered, sort of instructed, to wear a Laura Ashley dress, which cost me about a month's salary. When she was stood beside me, she looked like a curtain because the dress was all florally. Then the entourage arrived. Some very, very important officers. Leading the entourage was the Field Marshal, the Lord Carver, the last serving Field Marshal in the British Army. When he got up to me, he said to the Queen, "Your Majesty, can I introduce you to Corporal Palmer?" Now was the time to say those famous 5 words. I gently took the hand of the Queen, shook it a few times until she withdrew. And then I said, "How do you do, ma'am?" The Field Marshal then said, "Corporal Palmer is the divisional discus throwing champion." The Queen was clearly impressed. She asked me questions. How far can you throw it? I thought, well, this is the Queen, so I said 49 metres. She was duly impressed. She spoke about the origins of discus throwing and modern techniques and how much time I got off the tank park away from my boys to practice. And then as suddenly and as professionally as only the Queen can do, she turned and walked away. I was absolutely dumbfounded, flabbergasted. I think disappointed is the main word that comes to mind. Because as the Queen walked away, I took stock of the fact that not only did the Queen know nothing about discus throwers, but I didn't either, because I was the Army hammer throwing champion. But when a Field Marshal introduces a corporal incorrectly, the corporal cannot say to the Field Marshal, "You've got it wrong, sir." So in the eyes of the Queen, I was a discus thrower. Thank you.
Woo! Yes, Roy Palmer, amazing. I can't believe you've met the Queen. That's so good. I don't know anything about discus throwing either, which means I'm similar to the Queen. I think you'll agree. I am actually really similar to her because we both love dogs. I've got a puppy and I love her, but it's really hard. Everyone says having a puppy is like having a baby. And it is like you've got to get it to sleep, look after it. Obviously, the breastfeeding, so tough. Had to get her spayed recently, so she can't have babies anymore. But her body, her choice. At least now she can focus on her career. Enough about me and my dog breastfeeding. We've come to our final act, guys. We're almost at the end of the show. I know, it's so sad. I can hear you sobbing into your crisps. You've had a great time, I imagine. Yes, I can hear lots of whooping coming from my own street. I'm sure it's about this. Yeah, I really hope you've enjoyed it. I've had a wonderful time being here with you all, with all these wonderful people. To finish our night, we've got the incredible Kevin Hanbury, and he has filmed and written and performed a sketch all for you guys tonight. And that's what we're going to close our Bravo 22 Festival of Discovery stand-up comedy night, and it's a fantastic way to finish. So I'm just going to stop talking and introduce Kevin Hanbury.
We now ascend to the top of the Blackpool Tower, a height of 380 feet, in just 69 seconds, passing through 2,593 tons of metal. When we reach the top of the tower, you'll exit out the doors behind our cabin crew, facing the world-famous glass skywalk. Each pane of glass is trim laminated and can hold the weight of 5 tons.
Morning. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, come in.
Jimmy Donaldson back on form, and Ross Fisher, nice to see him at around 68. He's been quiet over the last couple of seasons. Will's Jonas will do safely through to the weekend. 170 for him. Former champions there, Eastberger and Aaron Rye, also inside the top 43. Graham Stone has just started his second round, 5 holes played in the group at 3 under, and that kept hovering between -2.
Yeah, that's fine. No, you don't need, no, you don't need to download the app now. Not table service. Yeah, you can come to the bar. No, you can. No, it's safe. Honestly, you can come to the bar, really. Look, put the mask on, you can come to the bar. Can we leave you? They've been very safe. Yes, sir. Let's party!
Beautiful work, Kev. Oh my God, I was laughing. I love the dancing at the end. It's so wonderful. What a joy. What a joy. Big round of applause to everyone you've seen tonight. All of the performers, the sketches, the stand-ups, everyone. That's everyone applauding that's in the room. Woo! Great. Great clapping, everyone. Great stuff. Oh, and big thank you to everyone that's worked behind the scenes to make this live YouTube stream possible. We didn't do it on our own. There were lots of people behind us making all of this happen and put all the videos up. And big up to Alice and Sue for helping with all of this. Yeah. God, I've done so much clapping myself. My hands are hurting. So I hope you've enjoyed tonight, Festival of Discovery. There's loads of other things going on. There are a few other workshops that have some spaces in over the next week. So please check those out and see if you want to get involved in anything. And then also on Saturday at 6 p.m, there is going to be a wrap party to celebrate the end of the Festival of Discovery. That will also be on the YouTube channel that you can watch and tune into. And that will just be loads of fun just to celebrate everyone's hard work and achievements over this time. I've just been involved in the comedy side, but if it's the rest of it's anything like this, then everything's been amazing. You guys have done such great work. As I said, this has been streamed to YouTube, but if mates weren't able to watch because they had a really good social life, and you can give them the link still and they can watch it after tonight. But when I say do the comments live, just don't tell them not to do that, because I won't be able to read them because it won't be today. So don't do that. That will be sad for you. That's it. That is our whole night done and dusted. I really hope you've enjoyed your time with us. It's really warm, so I'm just going to go and jump in a cold shower and probably write some new jokes, because these guys have actually been really good, so I need to up my game. You guys have been an amazing audience, I assume. I can't see you, so I'll just take your word for it that you've been laughing and being very supportive. And just another big well done to everybody that performed in the show tonight. Give them a big clap. Yay. And I'll see you in person at some point in the future. Good night.
Bye.